Hey friends, Allison here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm sharing with you a new mixed media 12x12 scrapbooking layout today. The idea for this layout, or the inspiration, actually came from the layout that you saw at the very beginning of the video, the sketch. I couldn't tell you where it came from right now. I took a screenshot of it a couple days ago and cannot remember where I'd seen it. I'm pretty sure I was watching YouTube and somebody that I was watching maybe is on the DT for Bella BLVD, and that is a sketch that they were using in the past week or so, or for inspiration. I'm not sure. Anyways, it is from Bella BLVD at the very least. I am creating a layout all about our home and the places in my home. I'm actually stealing this idea from Crystal I can't say her name. Idunate? I can say it in my head. To say it physically is totally different. I'm sorry, Crystal, for butchering your name. But she did a story that was similar about her house before they moved. We're in a similar situation, although we are not ready yet to move because we haven't listed. But we know we're going to relocate, and it is in the works. It just hasn't happened yet, but very soon, before the month is out. I'm so excited. So anyways, I wanted to make this layout about our home and the rooms in our home. But I started with my mixed media. So I used prized ribbon Distress Oxide spray. I love this color. It's so pretty. And you'll notice that my fingers are very blue as well. Yeah, that's from doing the mixed media. So just ignore them if you can. I used the packaging technique to do the mixed media, but it got away from me and is very messy this time, my fingers included. But it still looks really great. I did treat my cardstock with gesso first, just to protect it. And I trimmed the white cardstock down as well, just by 1/4 inch on two sides, so that it will be framed by a larger sheet of cardstock in the end. Now I'm working on my title. I decided to map my title to this oval just to give it a little more presence. I knew that layering it over top of the elements that it's going to sit on would cause it to get lost, and I didn't want that to happen amongst everything else that was happening around it. So I put it on this white tag. I cut it with my Cricut. I also cut the middle portion of my title with the Cricut as well, and it says grows. So the entire title is Love Grows Here. It is going to sit on top of these two die cuts. One is actually a die cut that I cut with my Cricut. The other one you saw me fussy cutting from pattern paper from Pinkfresh Studios' Let's Stay Home collection. I did try pulling in some more of the ephemera from this collection into this layout as well. You don't see it in the video because I actually was trying to figure out how to use them as I was designing this layout, but I just couldn't get it to work. So I left them aside and just stuck with what I've got here. The house paper, I knew right from the very beginning when I ordered the paper. I got it from Scrapbook Nerd, by the way, just an FYI. I will link them down in the description box below, so if you want to check out Joy's shop, you know where to go. I got this paper because of that house paper. I absolutely loved it. Still love it. And finally found a way to use some of it on this layout. I love both sides of the paper. The one side is houses repeated, and then on the other side, it's a blue diagonal stripe. Really pretty. Anyways, back to the matter at hand. I'm working on some phrase labels, that's what they are. I cut them with my Cricut. I could have used labels that I had in my stash, but they were way too big. And I liked the size of these ones, what I had sized them at anyways. So I used them instead, and I decided to place some Tim Holtz phrase stickers onto them. And both phrase stickers have something to do with the word love. So it ties in with the whole love grows here theme of this layout. And my journaling basically just outlines the fact that this is the only house that my girls remember. We moved here when they were still babies, and they've grown only knowing this house. And as they've grown, so has their love for this place. And moving, while I'm really excited about it, is also going to be really tough because we made a lot of memories here. We were here in the town that we're currently living for over 10 years. And so we spent a good chunk of time here and have made some fantastic friends. And yeah, it's going to be hard to leave, like it would be from anywhere, right? But I really wanted to document this story. I'm working on said journaling right now. I'm just using my little hack to create my own journaling strips. I use a pencil and a straight edge ruler to mark out lines that are about 1/4 of an inch wide. And then I write my journaling in between those lines and then use scissors to cut them out. So they become little strips. I'm using foam squares to adhere them to the layout as well, just so that they clear the photos that they are sitting on top of, or at least that one strip anyways. I never mentioned earlier, all of the photos were adhered to the layout with craft foam, so they are lifted up a little bit, as well as the tree border and then the houses that is sitting on top of it. Like pretty well everything is popped up in this layout, actually. To finish off this layout, I added some more splatter down at the bottom of the page just to match how messy the very top of my layout got. I'm still using prized ribbon, Distress Oxide spray, and I'm just using a paper towel to blot up the excess. I'm just going to add a couple more hearts that I die cut as well. I do actually find a chipboard flair from another Pinkfresh Studio collection. It actually might be from the same one because the blue is like a perfect match to the prized ribbon in the background. I was quite impressed with how closely they matched, even though it's not the same company. The colors were the same, so it worked out well. It gets placed on one of the photos right by the title. Yeah, so there's some chipboard flair, and then before I do that, I'm going to adhere my layout to its base, which is some Close to My Heart pebble cardstock. It's a really nice light gray, and I thought it would be perfect to frame this layout so that the colors in it really shine and the background doesn't take away from it. I love that pop of color that the houses add in the middle of the layout. I think it's my favorite part, honestly. What is your favorite part of this layout? I already shared mine. I was trying this green flare out first, and then I was going to put the flare away and then was like, well, that blue works really well. It looks like it's the same. So I decided to put it where I was going to put the green one. And that's it for me, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. Of course, I have close-ups, so feel free to stick around for those. And if you enjoyed my video, give me a thumbs up and a like. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. And if you're new to my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, if you enjoy Cricut projects, maybe consider giving me a follow. You will find lots of that here on this channel. I'll be back again soon with more creative inspiration. Bye, friends.